Okay, welcome to the latest episode of Shop Talk with the Redneck. I am your host, AC, aka the real Triple R, or in this case, the Redneck. And I have with me Optination Reviews. Introduce yourself there.
Hey, so this is Optination Review. You can find me on YouTube, Optination Review, and I primarily do Transformers reviews, Transformers events, Transformers news, all that good stuff. So check me out on YouTube, and I have all my other social media links on my YouTube channel.
Awesome sauce. Hey there, Ninja Bill. You actually didn't get Ninja Bill this time. Yay.
Hey,
Okay.
Ninja Bill.
Uh, we've had a lot of interesting news, which kind of brings me to kind of had a change of topic for this week. Um, they kind of blend together, but kind of not. So we got the announcement of Iguanas, Legends Classic Iguanas, and which brings me to I've been vocal about my dislike of that particular figure. I don't like, for one, the scale is just really screwy. He should be bigger. I'm okay with the core class bot, but he should be bigger. At least the shell, the lizard looking thing, in my opinion, should be bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me think. Um, if you see something that looks cool, you kind of like it, but it doesn't hit all the bells and whistles, are you going to spend the money to add to your collection and hope that we get better down the road? Or are you going to skip past it and go and wait and hope for something that fits just perfectly, or just deal without that character?
I would just because I mainly collect anything Transformers, so in my opinion, I would get it, and then later down the road, hopefully, we get better.
Okay, yeah. See, I'm a, I'm of two minds on the subject. For the motorcycle, it's the perfect scale for that character in the motorcycle mode. I get really, it's really messes with my head. That shell, excuse me, the shell on that guy. And I collect a bunch of different things. I've got Motu. I've got some McFarlane stuff over there. Some random stuff and Lego minifigures that my wife loves. Um, I kind of like them too. I still kind of like them, but that's more her thing. Um, but it's just, I don't know. So for me, certain things, they just has to fit that itch. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, I collect mainline, and in my idea, everything has to fit the aesthetic that I've already established, and that guy just doesn't. And those, uh, but to be perfectly honest, he does fit better than the ones we got in Power of the Primes, which were even smaller. So, uh, kind of torn. Does that, um see, I wish he had the inner robot and the shell. I want the inner robot to still be represented, because
Yeah.
I feel like they're getting ripped off, because in Ninja Bills, I have no problem with the shell and bike modes. I do wish it was a bigger class, was a size class bigger with the Pretender shell as well. See, I think that the core robot, the core class robot, that's the right size. I really do. Um, but I don't like the using the shell as the robot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
and I can only add third party if it fits my existing collection because I don't want something that stands out too much. Unless it's a gift. Now, if it's a gift, that's something totally different.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that because you wouldn't want to just be like, "Oh, thanks," and then just like throw it away or give it to someone else, you know?
Right. But for the most part, I have a certain aesthetic in mind. See, Ninja Bill gets it.
Yeah, we need to.
See,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly, Ninja Bill.
it- Godbot was saying that he thought that they would try to charge if they did the Pretender, the Inner Robot, the Pretender shell, they would try to charge a leader class price point. And I think Input said the same thing. I don't see that with most exceptions. With most examples, there are few examples that I would see them doing that with. Thunderwing, for instance. Thunderwing's a big boy, and the shell transforms, the inner robot transforms, and they combine together to make one super jet. In that instance, I could see them charging more for him.
Yeah,
I could see that. That right there would, to me, be a leader class. Because, I mean, you've got the engineering of the robot. Yeah. Yeah. I still think the core class would work best as that, right? As that inner robot. But it's not just this guy. This guy's just an example. You know, it's just one example of them trying to pass um something off as something it's not. I mean, and with the Thunderwing, they could have easily repainted him to make well, they would have to do some remolding, but we got Black Shadow. They could have done that character as well from the same molding with just some detail changes like the chest plate and the head. Um,
yeah.
and then we got oh crap, what is that Autobot? The same class that they ended up making Blue Bacchus out of. I mean, those two would have been leader class easy, and they would have made nice leaders. How's it going, David Hill? But for the most part, when I'm adding something, is like you show me that monster Halo figure. That thing was freaking huge.
Yeah.
I mean, when you saw that, what inspired you to get that and add it to your collection? Was it because it was so big, or
Yeah, yeah, because it was well, because it was so big, and also because it was actually my first non Transformers figure. That it was like a one and done thing because now I don't even collect anything that's not Transformers, but I may start. I don't know.
have you seen that? How familiar are you with gargoyles?
Not very.
Okay, uh, Gargoyles I loved that show. It was kind of like Batman on steroids with
Okay.
the gargoyles are in New York City and they're fighting evil they're gargoyles. They turn to stone during the day. You know, magic brought them back to life. Uh, so you've got and then you've got the Steel Clan, which is robots. So you've got the science and technology, and then you've got the magic and sorcery, and the monsters are the heroes, and yeah, it was just everything that hit those buttons with me when the show first came out. And Jonathan Franks was doing the voice of one of the characters, and he was uh, executive producer of the show. Mina Certes, which is are you familiar with Next Generation?
Yeah. Star Trek Next Generation.
Yeah, Mina Certes is
Oh,
Deanna
I
Troy.
love that show. I
Jonathan Frakes, Riker did the
yep.
voice of Xanatos and Thalog. He did 2 characters in that show.
Hmm.
He's the executive producer of that show. And then, at least I think he did Thalog.
Hmm. What about
Maybe
Captain Picard?
I think he did a guest appearance.
Hmm.
Um, uh, they had several people from Next Generation do guest appearances on the show.
Oh, okay.
Mina Certes had a recurring role. She was Demona, and then NECA's bringing out the Goliath. They brought out the Goliath figure, and they've got Thalog coming out too, which is a clone of Goliath, which is the main gargoyle. He's the leader of the gargoyles. It's a clone of him that's trained by Xanatos, which is the main bad guy, to be just as evil and manipulative. And basically, they made a cutthroat businessman into a gargoyle. So, yeah, what David said.
Yeah.
Keith David did the main gargoyle, and he also did Spawn. So I mean, those. But I've heard bad things about NECA, but that figure looks so good and it's so tempting because it hits those nostalgia buttons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, so I understand it. I look at it. They've got them in Walmart right now. A bunch of them at Walmart, and I look at that figure and I pick it up and look through the open the box and not open it, but it's got a flip window, and I flip it open and look at the thing, and then I close it and set it back down. And every time I go into Walmart, I'm doing that. Um, but it's like, do I want to get it? I mean, I've got one uh, Cyberpunk 2077 figure, and that's actually a action figure. It's just a statue of Johnny Silverhand playing the guitar. The thing is about a foot tall, a little bit more than that.
Oh, wow.
And hey, M3's going on.
Yo, you
And
got M3 coming in here. That's awesome.
oh yeah, M3 was on the show last week. You should have seen it. See, if you hadn't if you had laid out of work and been on the show, M3 would
Yeah.
have been here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, he stops in every once in a while.
That's cool.
That was actually his 3rd appearance, I think, on Shot Talk. I think.
Oh, okay.
And look at that. I have hit the big time. I have got trolls. Yay.
I was gonna say, I bet that's probably a bot. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah, I've got troll bots. Yay, I've hit the big time.
Oh, hey, I got bots all the time.
Robots welcome. Robots are welcome, but not bots. Bots
Yeah.
are banned.
Yep.
Only Decepticons allowed around here.
Hey, what about Autobots?
Like I said, only Decepticons is allowed around here.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Megatron come out from hiding.
Hey, join the Autobots. He's banned too.
Starscream, come over here. No. Anyway, so
that was an interesting but kind of messed up storyline. Starscream gets elected by the people, and Megatron becomes an Autobot. Wait, what? Starscream is the most trustworthy candidate to be that was running it for election at the time. That seems like bad storytelling right there.
bad comedy.
So much so. Uh, have you seen the bad comedy Starscream showing up? It started showing up, and I've even seen it showing up here in Georgia, which is odd.
It's shown up here in Utah as well.
See, it's just showing up in weird places. New York, California, I would expect to see it, but in Georgia
Yeah.
and Utah, I mean, like, wait, what?
Right.
Did we just enter the Twilight Zone? We control the vertical. We control the horizontal.
Hello,
Intern
action
just
figure
saw it. Well,
expert.
but he's in California, so it kind of makes sense that he saw it. Not currently, but was thinking of working on Major Blood. What were you going to do with Major Blood? What's going on, action figure expert? We actually got a show in here. Look at this.
Heck yeah.
M3 shows up. Action figure expert shows up. Yeah, it's a party now.
Now we just need Crimson.
Well, yeah. We need Crimson and we need input.
Yep.
We need Crimson and we need input. We need the Dino Raptor. So if you were to get anything that you've seen out, not Transformers, if you were to get into any thing that you've seen announced to date, what would it be?
Um, Probably Power Rangers.
Power Rangers?
Yeah, because I watched that show as a kid.
I can
I
see
mean,
that.
who hasn't? But yeah.
Any specific uh series? Because I know the Power Rangers would run a couple of seasons in one, and then they would reboot and run a couple more and then reboot. So any particular one, or just from beginning to end, or
Beginning to end.
okay?
Because I have to get familiar with the Power Ranger lines and everything. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not familiar with them.
Okay, if that's the case, would you be getting those? Would you be trying to get those crossover Ninja Turtle Power Rangers?
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, you would. That
yeah.
just no debates. Just yeah. Point blank. They did look really good. I was so tempted by those. Uh, the- ni- pri- um, Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers came out at the tail end of my watching TV and cartoons time frame, but it was still hard to pass up watching it because the Power Rangers, there was nothing on in that particular time slot, and the Turtles was just funny. So I kind of understand both of those there. Um, I think for me, I've already mentioned the gargoyle stuff, which is very limited, but uh, one of the things that I'm actually kind of looking forward to, that I'm kind of scared to get at the same time, is their Ninja Build. Buy the Super Sentai stuff, not the Power Rangers stuff. So they, he would be the one to ask on that.
All
Uh,
right.
I am looking at those. Everybody dance now. Party time. Um, I'm looking forward to getting those D&D figures, the War Duke, that War Duke figure, even though it's NECA again. And like I said, I've heard horror stories about NECA figures. I've also heard that their quality has greatly improved in recent years.
Mm.
So I'm hopeful. But that War Duke just looks phenomenal. Um, Ninja Batman design is cool, but not what DC movie. Not that DC movie that was a complete hack job from the original. But yeah,
So, curious question. On the topic of Power Rangers, have you or anyone in this live chat right now with us, have you guys heard that they're actually doing a fan made Power Ranger movie?
I have not.
Yeah.
That
So,
I would be interested in seeing that because I the fan made stuff. Some of it has been really good. Um,
so, I don't know what it's going to be called yet, but when I was at FanX, which is a Utah convention, with Mighty Beastman, uh, we actually saw one of the actors, Goldar, the voice of Goldar, and and he actually owns a shop in the city of Provo, which actually is where my work is at. So I stop by his shop a lot, and he's a really awesome dude. He sells Transformers, any kind of like retro action figure. It's awesome.
this might start a fight. Utah, nothing good comes from Utah
Why would it start a fight?
because you're from Utah.
uh,
David Hill's trying to be controversial there because he's a Georgia boy.
nice.
Are you uh, a fan of Masters of the Universe at all?
Yeah.
The original He-Man cartoon?
Yes.
Have you seen uh anything on the Return of Faker?
Uh.
Oh, let's see if I can find it here. Uh, New window. Okay, well, they've got the first preview part of it on YouTube. Um, that's all it's pulling up. It's YouTube. James Etok is the guy's name. Um, he made an unofficial episode called "The Return of Faker."
Mm.
Um, he was ready to release it and everything, and then he gets a cease and desist.
Oof.
It's fan made. He used the original animation cells to create his own art, create original art, tracing over all of those cells to make a 40-minute episode, 45 minutes. Basically, it's a two-parter without the commercials.
Okay.
It would have been a two-part episode had it been. I mean, it's got the cuts for commercials, so you go and put the commercial time in there, and it's two 30-minute episodes. Um, So I mean, he did a really good job. You can see parts 1 and 2 of his thing on YouTube floating around. They're still floating around. But he went and released it. He found a way to actually release it so that people could see it as part of a documentary. Um, I am so looking forward uh to getting that. I'm wanting to get that in. Uh, I am not streaming it in here. I would love to, David, but I do not want Universal Studios coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. But you can check it out on other channels, and I'll post a link to it in the description so y'all can check that out. Um, but James Etalk did um, it's not just on those cartoons. It's not just on the He-Man cartoon. It's on all kinds of cartoons, but specifically focused on He-Man. And that's the only way you can see his full episode is in that documentary. I can't wait to get a copy of it because that right there's something that just pushes all those nostalgia buttons for me. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first new 30-minute episode, and the voices. He's got all the voice actors and the whole thing. I mean, it's fan made, but it's like the perfect fan made cartoon. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just kind of hits all the little bells and whistles, the original backdrops, because I mean, he was curating the archive. He got that job curating the archive, from what I understand. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I understand happened.
Yeah. Wow.
And then all of a sudden, I mean, he's about to show it at PowerCon for free. It's not like he was charging anything.
Right.
And then they swoop in and say, "No, you can't do this."
Uh,
And then a month later, they announced Kevin Smith doing that new show. Like that one little 30-minute fan made episode was going to take away from that.
mm,
I mean, some of these companies, I don't understand what's going through their brain pan.
right. Brain pan.
I know they're not using their head for anything other than a hat rack. So,
There you go.
and they're not even using it for that good of a hat rack.
Yeah.
You know they're not thinking at all. Um,
No.
okay, related subject. Wait, you primarily collect Transformers. Do you get any third party or add on kits?
I've wanted to get add-on like upgrades, but I haven't yet. And I have collected a third party. I actually have a high tower down in my room right now.
Okay, so this goes back to the same question from before. What draws you to those add-on kits that you're looking at and third party that you actually do pick up?
Um,
Let's start with add-on kits.
okay. The add-on kits, I've just seen like lots of YouTube videos that just make a figure go from okay to like wow, okay, awesome.
I've seen,
If that
yes,
makes sense.
Larkin does some really good work with add-on kits. His little Etsy store has got some really nice stuff in it, and I've seen some good stuff from several people. Funby Studios has got add-on wheels for Retgar, so you can make it a four-wheeler without having to sacrifice the wheels from a second Retgar.
Hmm.
Um, and this is 3D print, so you can just print those out yourself, or you can order them. I
Yeah,
think.
I actually have a 3D printer.
So I mean, I do not yet. I've got a
Mm.
spot for it where Starscream Emperor Starscream Combiner is sitting right now.
Ah, okay.
Well, no, I don't think I'd be able to put it there. It's on rollers, so. It probably wouldn't
Uh,
work well. Um, yeah, I'd find a spot for it, even if I had to build a stable base for it to sit on under the desk. Did you check out my collection video?
I watched a few minutes of it, but then I had to do something else. But I will get back to watching it
Oh,
in a bit.
I just I just happened to look over and I forgot to put show my Fortress Maximus off, and he's been moping ever since.
Hmm.
He's moping over in the corner. That thing is a freaking monster. It's about as big as your Halo Master Chief.
Damn.
It's the Hasbro Fort Max, the Titans Return Fort Max. The thing's freaking huge. When I got it, my granddaughter was the same size as that thing,
Oh,
and she was 2.
wow.
That's the only thing she wanted to play with was my big transformer
Nice.
because it was the same size as her, but it was
Yeah.
heavier. That was crazy. Um, but with add-on kits, I think I'm kind of like you on add-on kits. I've got to get. It's got to be the right kit. Um, I mean, the combiners, for instance. I'm trying to think of the last thing I got add-on kits for, which would be my combiners and Optimus Prime. I got the some 3D printed stuff for Optimus Prime, and I got the combiner feet for Well, the add-on kits that upgraded Abominus and Starscream from uh, what I don't remember what company it was again, right offhand. Um, but yeah, the add-on kits has gotta help the look of the character. I want the ones for Sideswipe and Sunstreaker that had the spoilers
Yeah.
because they just look kind of off without their spoilers. But and third party, what do you
So third party, what intrigues me there is the first of all the unique names that they named the figures. Obviously, they can't name the original names, but also like
like
how
Light of
detailed.
Freedom?
Yeah, or the King of Sniper,
Yeah, that's just kind of crazy. Uh,
which actually, hold on one second.
you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Ninja Bill. If I had a 3D printer, I would make upgrade parts for Cyberverse figs, mostly because I'm one of the few in our group that who buy them.
Nice.
It wouldn't take much to upgrade those figures, Ninja Bill. You could just use toothpicks. I swear I'm trying to lose that.
Three, two, one.
That. Do you realize that if you had the right head for that, it would be Voss?
Huh.
If you had the right head for it and it was painted red, it would be Voss. No,
That's cool.
purple, like a dark blue and purple.
Yeah.
It would be a member of the DJD. because that's what he transforms into, is a sniper rifle. Yeah, I want one of those. That thing just looks awesome.
It is. Come on. There we go. But yeah, what's weird is if you have the if you where is it? If you have this trigger, if you have it forward when you're sliding the slider back, it won't allow it to fire for some weird reason. So you have to have it forward like this. Oh,
Huh.
sorry. Trying to get the oh there. So yeah, you have to have it forward like that because if you have it back like this, when you go to cock it back, it won't fire for some weird.
It doesn't get to catch the lock.
Okay. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys. And the scope does work.
Awesome.
There you go.
I'll wait to see right through it.
So, anyway, that's my show and tell for the day.
Awesome sauce. What's going on, JJ Prime?
Hey, JJ, what's up?
I I haven't gotten anything new recently.
Yeah, I haven't either. I'm still waiting for some pre-orders to even get to the US before I can even finish paying for them. Like, I
Right?
think I have a refractor from Big Bad Toy Store that I'm still waiting on.
Oh, that 3-pack.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got that on pre-order too. I've got the other reflectors. I've got 2 cameras so far.
nice. JJ, uh, Triple R, he unfortunately, like the Mighty Beast Man, he got hacked as well. Stupid hacker.
My Instagram got hacked. And then they tried to hack my second Instagram, and the real Triple R2 is my current Instagram account. That is really me. The other one is the real Triple R is now non-existent because they got it locked down, and they were in it long enough to change the phone number to a phone number in Kenya.
Oh wow.
So I can't even use my phone number, or I can't even use the recovery because it wants to send a text message to the phone number on the file instead of sending to the email account on my Meta account.
Mm,
It doesn't make no sense to me why they do that.
yeah, but
I mean, it should use the Meta account as the default information source
yeah. Now that you
instead
say that,
of,
it should because they're both the same company. They're just different services.
right, the Instagram. Well, if you, when you're trying to recover, if you still have access to your Meta account, which is based off of your Facebook page,
Yeah.
um, if you still have access to your Meta account, you should be able to recover any account linked to it.
Yeah, that would be so simple. If I was the CEO, I'd do that. But yeah,
If you will give me a moment, I will. The underscore real underscore triple the word underscore R underscore TOO. That is my new Instagram. The real triple R2, as in also. I am uh still in awe of how the red Starscream's splayed hands, you can put them on the hips and it looks like how a woman would put her hand on her hip instead of the closed fists. If you put the splayed
Yeah.
hand, and then with that other one out, it just looks really feminine. If you pose it just right, it really accentuates the femininity of that, especially compared to the Earthrise and the Siege Seeker molds. When you've got it standing next to those, it looks really feminine. I cannot wait to get the lavender and purple and black on there.
Mm.
That is going to be my slipstream when I get done with her. Either that or I can just leave it alone and it's my French Starscream. Yeah, you heard about that, right?
No, I haven't actually.
When they brought Transformers over to France, the French listened, whoever was the voice director, listened to um, the the voice, that Chris Latta high pitched squealy voice, and when they cast the part in French, they made Starscream a female.
Oh,
So officially, Starscream is the first transgender
oh my
transformer,
God.
because when they brought G1 the G1 cartoon over to France, they made Starscream a female in France in the French language version. So right now it's my French Starscream that's on the shelf. The red Starscream, the RED Starscream, is my French Starscream until I get it repainted into Slipstream. And we have another bot. Bye bye. At least I
Wow.
think it's another bot. Either
Yep.
that or I'm becoming really popular in, what is that, Russia,
Russia.
Ukraine, somewhere. I mean, if I'm becoming
Ukraine.
popular over there, okay. I wouldn't think that they'd want to follow a redneck, but okay. More power to them. I'm not that popular here, so I wouldn't imagine that I'd be popular there.
Yeah.
uh, that's about all I've got today. I had to work today, so my organization is a little lacking, and my thoughts are a little scattered. So,
It's
you
understandable.
got anything you want to add?
Um, I do not. No.
Be
Um,
sure to check out his content. He does a good job. I haven't seen a whole lot of it, but what I have seen, I've liked. So,
yeah. Thank you.
um,
Same to you.
well, yeah, I
But
ain't
by
got
the
a
way,
whole lot to check out.
how many subscribers you at right now?
I am at 101 now, I think.
Yeah, because I had the Mighty Beast Man the other day subscribed to. He thought he subscribed to you already, but
Well, that's weird.
it,
I had 101 earlier. Now I'm at exactly 100 subscribers,
probably a bot account. But hey, that's
probably.
awesome.
Well, bot account gets deleted. We all know what I think of bots.
Yep. I mean, heck, bots are always trying to get into my home network. Like, no joke. Like here,
Well,
actually,
that's because you've got those crazy wires are all over the place. They see it as the Autobahn.
in fact, let me this one right here. Can you guys see my screen?
No, we're still looking at your icon.
What? Because it
Oh,
says
maybe
it's
I need to
sharing.
add that ad stream. There we go.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeez. Now we're seeing like an infinite mirror of mirrors and mirrors and mirrors.
All right, did it go away?
Yeah, it went away.
Okay. So yeah, this is just my firewall. Anyway, let me go to my router and show you the network logs because you guys will be surprised. And yes, I have this many tabs open. Sue me.
If I had that many tabs open, I'd crash my computer.
I have 32 gig, 15 gigs of RAM in this. I don't care if you guys see my email address. I pretty much give it out anyway. And yes, where you saw where it says Cyber Utron Firewall, Cyber Utron is my Transformers convention company here in Utah.
Ah, cool.
So yeah, it's Cyber and then capital UT for Utah. So I thought that was a cool spin on Cybertron, but Cyber Utron.
I like it. I
Anyway,
dig it.
look at this right here. Can you guys see these words, or is it too small for you? I'm not sure how well it's
Well,
coming
I,
through.
I can see it. It
Yeah,
depends on
possible.
it depends on how big they made the screen.
Yeah,
Oh,
possible network
geez.
intrusion attempt from blah 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 has been
Three
detected and
minutes
blocked.
ago.
Yeah, 3 minutes ago, 15, 30, 42, 50. Basically, every single day of every single hour almost.
And you're broadcasting uh all of those IP addresses across the internet, and it looks like they're all coming
I
from the
mean,
same one.
hey, the 94.232, I looked it up and it's coming from Russia. So, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys. So,
So you're why I've got all these bots. It's all your fault.
so yeah, other than that, I don't got anything else to add. Thanks for inviting
Except
me.
for more Russian bots trying to invade the stream there. Figured you'd share the wealth. I see. Well, go ahead and take us on out of here, since you're the guest and all.
Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for joining. Uh, Shop Talk. Wow, I can't talk. Thank you for joining Shop Talk with ACAK, the Triple R, and Optination Review. Have a great night, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys next time.
Do 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 do.